Hey everyone, Ian here, Mannerside Media. Oh man, I'm a Mopar person. I always have been, I always will be. But that hood gives me goosebumps. So what this is, 1999 Trans Am 30th Anniversary Edition. And we're going to do the walkabout. We're here at Rivs Classic Car Sales, 2634 Faithful Avenue. This one just came in a couple days ago, and it's offered for sale here. It has 7,600 miles. It was actually purchased out of a museum, which I'll talk about as I'm doing the walk around video here. But I don't know, I can't remember exactly what year, but I used to have, my wife and I had a 1994 Trans Am 25th anniversary car, convertible. And it was lots of fun. LT1 350 with the automatic, the 4L60E transmission. It had 31,000 miles on it. So nice car, white top, white car, blue stripe down the center, no WS6 hood. Excuse me. It had 25th anniversary in the seats. Again, beautiful car. And the only reason I sold it is because our yellow Hemi Roadrunner came up for sale. Well, again, this one came up just through a friend, thankfully. Thank you, Jeff and Lanny, for selling it. But let's do the walkabout and show you how awesome this 30th anniversary car is. Stay tuned. Like I mentioned in the opening here, the Ram Air hood. When we had our 94 25th anniversary, there was a 30th anniversary came up for sale in Regina, T-top car. It was a 6-speed manual, but it had a lot of kilometers on it. It was like almost twice what I paid for that 94 convertible. And it just, but I love this paint scheme so well. I just love it. The hood is the big factor. Now the 30th anniversary is in, so with the 69 Trans Am, that had the dual stripes down the Ram Air hood, white and blue, just like that. Obviously, I think those are 400 engines, Ram Air 3s, and I believe there's a few Ram Air 4s. But those are, in the convertible option, I think there's 7, no, maybe there's 11 or 14 of them. I think in the brothers collection, I think they own 4 or 5 of them. It might be even more now. So regardless, this is not a 1969 Trans Am, but this is the commemorative year for the 1969. Now remember, Trans Ams are done in 2002. So there was only a couple years left of these at that time. But when these were made, there was never talk about Pontiac being done. But because it's 30th anniversary, it has all the cool features. The blue rims with 30th anniversary centerpiece, that's factory. The emblem on the door, which I just showed. Now the brakes on this car, for whatever reason, it only has, like I said before, I think 7,647 miles on it. It's got a brake upgrade. So it has cross-drilled slotted rotors. It's got Blue Bear brake calipers. This is all 4 corners. Now the cool thing with this car, which I think is cool, again, it's a matter of opinion, but what I think is neat is that this car came with all the original pieces that have never been installed. So this was done probably basically new, and all those parts were in here. So when it was at the St. Louis Museum in St. Louis, Missouri, the owner of the museum went to General Motors and bought all the pieces. So there's boxes of General Motors parts, AC Delco parts that are 100% correct for this car that go with the car. So it is being offered for sale. It does have a MagnaFlow exhaust system on. When it was brought across for the inspection purposes, I'm not exactly sure why. That's just what I'm told, and that's what I know now. So it has, but I think it sounds amazing. I will more than likely fire it up here so you can get a sound. I just think the sound is really tricky with the phone. Cars, trucks, they just don't sound the same or as good or whatever. But yeah, so that would be the one change. It doesn't have the factory tips out the back or the catback system. Again, I don't think it's not a negative knock at all. Now, they're all blue roofs in this year. In 1994, they only made one car that had the blue roof. Everything else had white. And our 1994 was car number 241 of 250. Now, these 30th anniversaries with all the different tops, they made 1,600 cars. Of the 1,600, 535 were convertibles, but only 175 of that number got you or had the 6-speed. So this one has the 6-speed. CD player, it's got the CD changer in the trunk, which I'll show you. It has a 3-piece boot, the plastic boot for it. And let's check the mileage, because now I want to represent this car correctly. And it is awesome. I've always loved the 30th anniversaries. What do we see? 7,690. Sorry, I was a shade off, but 690. So just under, well, still well under 6,000 miles. Yeah, so this thing is just wicked. Push the button. So yeah, I mean, the seats, the guy who had it before me said no one sat in the back seat while he owned it. And there may have never been anybody sitting in the back seat. I have no idea. It is just, I mean, with 7,690 miles, I suspect that it has or wouldn't have any blemishes, and it didn't. I'll show you the plaque on the inside. They all have the plaque. The floor mats in the front have the 30th anniversary on them. And then we also, on the seat headrests, 30th anniversary Trans Am. So yeah, this car is, yeah. So I drove it a little bit, but not a lot. And the weather's about to change, so there's all of our RPO codes and the VIN number. Now again, these stickers, there's no claims on it. There's no paint job. This is as it rolled off the factory floor. Yeah, so in the trunk, it has all of the factory dealer stuff. This is the car cover, but it's got the bag for the boot there, CD changer down here, which I'll move this out of the way. So yeah, this is all factory, which he said he's never used it. And yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility that it's probably never, but again, such small mileage or low mileage and low mileage. So there's the Trans Am book that you would have gotten when it was new. It comes with all of the booklets and specific to the 30th anniversary model. It is a power antenna car, and it works just as it's supposed to. All of this stuff, yeah, original. Oh, let's just stand back and enjoy this for a minute. So in 1999, what'd you have to pick from? Well, you had Mustangs, of course. We had SLP Camaros, SS Camaros, or like Z28s. You had regular, I should say regular, but other WS6 Trans Ams as well. These all WS6 with the LS1 engine. They're 320 horsepower, I think 385 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. I'm not sure at the RPM range, but substantially more giddy up than the LT one, although the horsepower numbers don't really say that. There are maybe 40 horse difference, but the LS engine is definitely better than the LT engine if you're looking for performance. So yeah, I can stare at this all day. Okay, so let's crack the hood. Sorry, open the door again. Let's crack the hood. So this, I think this one definitely has air tilt cruise, all those options. Okay. And there it is. So again, your standard power steering, power brakes, ABS. What else? Well, the ram air induction. So we have that ram air. And believe this or not, I should go find the box. The box, I still have the original air filter. So it's got a K&N in it now. The owner that we got it from here put a K&N in it, but it actually had the original assembly line air filter in it. So that's cool. And flip up headlights. Every one of these had flip up headlights. Yeah, but I think it's just really never been messed with. But again, with that kind of mileage, why would it be? And there's your fresh air induction, which, like I said, the 94 didn't. I don't even know if I have a picture anymore of the 94. I should attach one just so you can see the comparison differences. But like, you tell me that is not a mean front end. It's just a muscular looking hood. Snarly, gnarly WS6. Now, let's go find them. I'll show you the boxes because I just thought this was cool that the guy actually, let's get into the, that's here for service, Firebird. Let's go to the parts department here. Right there it all is. So yeah, struts, coil springs there. The K&N box has the original assembly line air filter in it. There was a couple of lights changed. You kept the old ones. The one headlight motor was changed, and that's pretty common with these Firebirds. I did the same thing on our 94. All new all new rotors, calipers, and pads. Brake hoses, all of it is here. So it's got coilovers on it now. So it's about an inch and a half lower than before, or from original, I guess. I think it looks better lowered that inch. And if the next person of ownership doesn't like it, well, you can absolutely go back to OE if you so choose, but I wouldn't. All right, well, that leads us to the finale outtake. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, all the stuff that goes with this. Again, it's always a pleasure for me to bring you this footage. You don't see too many of these around. I didn't even know there was one sitting around the city. Now, again, I don't know everybody and I don't know everything. That's for sure. But when this one came up and the opportunity came to get this low mile, well, it's a museum piece. It came from a museum, and that's what it is. I mean, it's just it's a museum piece. So let's fire it up. I'm gonna set my. Let's try this here.